Hey guys, Joe here with Fence Pro Solutions, and in today's video we're going to be going over negative keywords in Google Ads. So there's not a lot of guys that run their own ads, but there are a lot of guys that are using Google Ads. If they're using a contractor to do it for them, or a company, then these are things you need to look out for, because there are tons of people out there that claim to be experts, but they're not. Also, it's not their money. So, for me, I've been doing the Google Ads for, my own company for the past 3 to 4 years and spent, well over $100 grand at this point. So, when it's your own money, you're obviously going to, put in the time for research and everything else. And one of the main things is the negative keywords. And so like everything else, if you like this video, if you want to see more, you can like and subscribe to the channel. And if there's anyone that that's a contractor that you feel like this would help, send them my way or share the video or whatever. So let's go. Okay, so we're in my Google Ads campaign, and so when you first click into it, you're basically going to see, typically it's going to look like this. And just so you can see what kind of numbers I'm running, for the last 30 days. And I haven't even touched this for a little bit because we've been busy with some other items. But right now, for the last 30 days, for, total, I've spent $3,200 in total. If you hear the bells running around, that's my dogs outside. My son hitting something with a baseball bat. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, so, in total, we spent about $3,200. Conversions, we have 270, plus you have all the phone calls as well. So the average cost per conversion is $11.89. To go a little bit off track, a lot of these people, even though they converted, so they contacted us one way or another, right now that means that most people are either calling us or they're using our online price tool. At this point, it's My Salesman. For that, if you aren't automatically following up with these people, you're missing out. I will do a video later on the email sequences that I do with my company, and there's a lot of times where they sell jobs where we're not even involved whatsoever. Anyway, back to this. So we're going to go into the main account that spends, actually these are kind of similar. Let's go with this one, see what it brings up. So we go in this, we go for the search terms, okay? Now, these are the actual search terms that people have used to find us. And actually, you know what, this is a bad example because this is all competitors. So this is set up just for, like, if they search another company, which again, you should be doing that as well. And also, if you do not have one set up just for your own brand name, you really need that as well, because what will end up happening, if there's some guy like me in your area, they're going to search for, Burger Fence or your fence company, but because you didn't, advertise on your own, fence company name, you're going to have some guy like me showing up and stealing your customers. So anyway, so we're in this, we're going to go to keywords, and then we're going to go to search terms. So this is all the search terms that show up, and we can sort this a few different ways by impressions. And what you want to do is go line by line and see what's in there. So a lot of times what was happening is, and you can see like most of the search terms are fence company near me. That's usually what's going to happen. Fence company, South Jersey, vinyl fence, that kind of thing. But if you're finding search terms that don't coincide with your company, so what I mean by that is a good one, you're probably not going to find it here. Lowe's, average cost. So for us, I'm not the cheapest in the area. We're actually one of the most expensive, if not most expensive in the area. So if someone's typing in reasonable fence company, cheap fence company, sale, we don't want to show up for that, because we don't want those customers that are looking for the cheapest company. It's just a waste of money. The other thing is, here's a good example, chain link. I don't want to show up for that. Because we're pretty much getting rid of chain link and all wood, and probably just going to go with vinyl and aluminum starting in 2021. We've already almost phased out the chain link. We only do 4-foot all black. So what you need to do is you simply click the search term and you're going to go to add negative keyword. You can do it for the ad group or the campaign. We're going to do it for the campaign, and then we're going to save that. Okay, and you pretty much just go down each of the other ones. You know, for another example, so I have 2 separate campaigns set up. You know, one campaign is for most of the keywords, and then there's the other campaign is for those local fence companies. So if you have a local fence company, you know, or it's going to show up in another campaign, you want to just take that out as well. So we do that, save that. Okay, so you have that. That's really all you want to do, because what you're going to notice, you know, and this is for the last 30 days, and what I would personally do is you can do it for all time. And then what you want to do is go down again, and me personally, you want to go with the ones that show up the most, is what I normally end up doing. So we sort it by impressions, right? And then you just want to go down and simply find out which one is, because if there's like deer fence was a huge one that kept on showing up. We don't do deer fencing. There's a lot of stuff we don't do. I know a lot of you guys do custom stuff. We do not at all. So yeah, if you do this, it'll save you a lot of money. And then the other thing is you're going to spend a lot less time talking to people that just aren't your customer. And speaking of that, that's the one thing that we really focused on this year is you have to find your customer. If you don't find your customer, what's going to happen is you're wasting all your time. And, you know, you're going to have all those issues. You know, perfect example is the cheap people. If they are not willing to spend, you know, a decent amount of money, or they're just looking for the lowest price, then they're just going to be a pain in the ass 9 times out of 10. The people that are willing to spend more and choose you based on your reviews and, you know, your referrals, those are the people that, one, are going to be willing to spend more, and 2, they typically are easier to deal with. So I guess if I could give you one key advice, charge more. That's all you got to do. So, all right, thanks guys.